All right, all right. So, Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys. Oh wait, I gotta do.
After a 48-yard punt that hung high.
What's going on, James Willis? Hey, I told you I'm doing all day today. How about them Cowboys? Yes, you did, brother. You said, James Willis said, I told you I'll be back. Absolutely, I appreciate that. Hey, we can go for a loss, cause if the Packers lose, I think the Detroit Lions are in first place, even with the Vikings win.
Here is a guy who actually, through his first 4 years of his career, Ezekiel Elliott, his numbers match up well with the guy that you used to hand the ball off to in Emmitt Smith. The question is longevity, and Emmitt did it for a long, great time.
Well, that's right. And people talk to me all the time about how great Emmitt was, and they go to the yards, and I say the yards are great, but in order to put together those number of yards, you have to be available. And that was the impressive thing about Emmitt. Obviously a great player, but the guy just simply did not miss games.
He got two on that pass, and now play action from Prescott over the middle. Has a man for a first.
How about them Cowboys at midfield? Amari Cooper.
Cowboys get Michael Gallup back, and his deep threat and what he presents on the outside might open some things up again for Amari Cooper.
Well, absolutely. You see Michael Gallup, who he goes through the middle of that defense, occupies the safety. It's then really pretty easy completion for Prescott to Cooper.
Here's Elliott. Right through the heart of the
First down.
He gets 12 and a first down at the 38.
Well, you see the hole that's generated, just the push up here by this offensive line. They get up on Blake Martinez, the middle linebacker, and then it's just one-on-one on Tramon Williams. There's no question that the Packers come into this game knowing, everybody knows what the Cowboys want to do, but especially in light of the struggles that this defense has had playing the run.
Play action. Prescott steps into it. Cooper.
Oh, are you kidding me? Packers with the interception.
Alexander.
To the 30, to the 40, to midfield.
Into Dallas territory, and what a big play by this defense.
Oh, my God.
38-yard return.
Joseph Marshall says Panthers won.
Gets his first of the year. Off the arms.
Hey, shout out to the Gridiron Blitz. He is officially on. While it's commercial, though, I definitely want to do something. Let me see, did it do it? Okay. Okay, I didn't break it up. Good.
Good in that department over the first 3 games. Here's one that is caught. Good throw and a nice sure-handed catch for 18 yards by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Good grab.
You're going to see a lot more man coverage, I believe, from the Cowboys than you typically would because of Devontae Adams being on the sidelines. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's going to have to win his share. He's working against an awfully good corner in Byron Jones. There's some contact at the top of that route, but he's able to give Rodgers somewhere to go with it and then secure the catch.
Backpedaling passes
Ooh.
dropped by Geronimo Allison. Let's go back to the interception.
You're going to see Darnell Savage, middle safety here. He's going to take this crosser, and then here's the square in by Amari Cooper. Jair Alexander's in coverage, and I think this is not a poorly thrown ball. It's a little behind, but it's one that should always be caught. And if Cooper catches this, he probably scores. I mean, he's got a great opportunity to anyway. Every play they ran on that possession, they had whatever they wanted. And there was no resistance, and just a deflected ball, unable to secure the catch, was why it was intercepted.
2nd and 10. Here's a flip. Aaron Jones. Nice move.
First down by Aaron Jones.
He's got it. Forced out by Jalen Smith, but a nifty little play and a good move on the outside by Aaron Jones.
Well, it was because Leighton Vander Esch, he doesn't normally miss these opportunities, but he comes out. He's got the big lineman, Elton Jenkins, out in front. He's trying to navigate him, and so he's not able to secure the tackle. Jalen Smith, of course, finishes him off, but this is a Cowboys defense extremely fast at the linebacker level. They usually run those plays like that generally don't work too well against this group.
Packers are inside the red zone. with a first down at the 18. Struggles in this area. Big reason why Green Bay lost that game to Philly. They went 3 for 7. Came in hot in the red zone and left number 11 in the NFL. Let's look at this defense. Number 7 overall. They have not given up a touchdown over the last 8 quarters. They're strong up front. They're really young and good at linebacker with 2 of the 3 with Van Der Esch and Smith, and then the secondary, 2nd and 10. Handoff to Jones. Nice cutback. Aaron Jones for the touchdown.
Aaron Jones for the touchdown.
Off the takeaway by Jair Alexander.
It's all right. Shake it off, Cowboys.
Blocking up front. Billy Turner, the right guard. You're going to see him reach, and then the center, and the hole that's provided by Aaron Jones. It's just then one-on-one on the safety. Good vision by Aaron Jones, but a nice hole. One of the few we've seen in recent games for the Packers.
The extra point is good. Aaron Jones has.
Joseph Marshall says Panthers win. That is all that matters. Josh Jackson says dropped in to say hi and give a thumbs up, brother. I appreciate that, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Before you take off, go ahead and say one more thing real fast. There you go, brother. Because I know you've been hanging out with the Gridiron Blitz through a lot of things, so I appreciate that. And you subbed to me the other day. I appreciate that as well. So there you go, brother. Florida man has been defeated. He said he led me to you, and if he believes in you, I do as well. Oh, I appreciate that, Josh. What's going on, Liddell Wesley? Says I don't understand or don't underestimate the Packers. Yeah, absolutely. You know, especially with the Lions, you know, we got to play 60 minutes. There you go. Uh-oh. Did Crosby,
From the spot of the foul, it's Dallas's ball, first down.
First, we'll give you a look at the penalty right in the center.
What's going on? Feel like Lions will be 2-2-1. I don't. They're going to be 3-1-1.
The hold, and then here at the end of it, Crosby trying to get in on the stop, and he reaches back to the back of his left leg.
Yeah, I couldn't tell then if Pollard's thigh got him, in the hip area. They're going to check him out. Yeah, that's certainly worth keeping an eye on as we move ahead.
They hand to Elliott, who cuts back, hesitates.
There you go. First down. Let's go. Keep feeding him the ball all game long.
Just raw power as he goes through Martinez for a little.
I don't think they have a guy that can stop him.
And a gain of 12. Here's a better look. Yeah, the right knee of Pollard, it looked like got Crosby right in the left hip. And he's in the medical tent right now. Right back to Elliott. Flag is down. 6-yard carry.
Crosby got on his hands and knees and tripped him. Panthers are 3-2, second in the NFC South. All right, I see you guys.
That pick.
Illegal shift by the offense. Number 86 went down into a three-point stance as the player was in motion. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Let's take a look at this offense and where they rank. Third overall. We're at 481 yards per game into the Saints game when they put up 257 and just 10 points. They have Cam Fleming at left tackle. Tyron Smith, the 6-time Pro Bowler and 2-time All-Pro, is out with a high right ankle sprain.
Well, so far, I mean, it's early, but the only thing that has stopped them is themselves.
On first down, Prescott for Witten, overthrows him.
You talk about this offense and what they have been able to do. Yeah, Joe, there had not been a game through the first 3 weeks where they didn't get at least 470 yards of offense, and then and they played a little better teams. And we knew coming into this season that the opponents, weren't teams that were expected to be, all that tough, and went into a hostile environment there in New Orleans, and the game was played a lot like it was a year ago when those two teams met. A low-scoring game, and the Cowboys kind of shot themselves in the foot in that one.
Prescott sideline, Cooper behind the defense. Inside the 40, and a big one on second down of 46.
Well, Dak Prescott, they're running and out and up, and Prescott gets pressure. There's the move to try to get Jair Alexander to bite. He has to navigate that in the pocket. This is going to be the matchup for those two. Alexander, for the first time this year, is matching up with a receiver.
Prescott keeps, was looking for Witten, and then Prescott pushed out of bounds by Rashawn Gary, the rookie. A gain of 3. Back to that big one of 46 to Cooper.
Well, you see, and Alexander, he's cluing Prescott, so he was affected by the shoulder fake. And he's a corner. He's a young corner. He's a very confident guy. He's a heck of a player. He's really becoming one of the top corners in our game. This is going to be a good matchup to watch. So far, it's favored Amari Cooper. It's just the catch he couldn't make that allowed Alexander to get the interception, but he has yet to cover.
Here's Elliott, and well done by this Packer defense. No gain on the play. And Rashawn Gary is in there on the stop. The rookie first-round pick out of Michigan. Here's the defense. And they were really the highlight of the Green Bay Packers start to the season when they started out 3-0. Takeaways, sacks. Didn't have any takeaways, no sacks in the loss to Philadelphia. They have a takeaway already in this one. It's 3rd down and 7. And a sack, which moves Dallas out of field goal range. Zadarius Smith what an addition he's been to Mike Pettine's defense.
Well, this was a coverage sack really more than anything, but there's Cameron Fleming who is replacing Tyron Smith, and he's getting driven back then into the backfield. But Prescott wanted to get rid of that ball sooner, but good man-to-man coverage there in the secondary, and that's what this defense has been built on, is getting after the quarterback, creating takeaways. They failed to do that against Philadelphia, but that's what's going to have to carry the day against the Cowboys.
Shepard makes the reaching grab just outside the 10.
Man, the Cowboys better get it together.
You by State Farm. Look at some key inactives in this game. You see Devontae Adams out with turf toe. Jamal Williams got that hit from Derek Barnett 2 Thursdays ago. He's out with a concussion, and so Trey Carson has been added to the active roster, and he's back there with Rodgers right now. Rodgers throws, has Jimmy Graham. And a big play on first down from just outside their 10. Woods with the stop, and Jimmy Graham out of bounds with a 23-yard grab.
Well, the Cowboys start this possession defensively without DeMarcus Lawrence and Robert Quinn in the lineup, and so you kind of expect the Packers to recognize that, try to take advantage of their best pass rushers not on the field. It allows Rodgers then to get outside the pocket and get the ball to Jimmy Graham, a guy who had a pretty good game on Thursday night last week against the Eagles.
Rodgers flips it. Pass is caught by Carson. Toss that left-handed, it looked like. Vander Esch and Jalen Smith combine on the stop, but
well, Malik Collins, that's a pretty good move. A little athleticism by Aaron Rodgers. Billy Turner, he made the nice block on the run that sprung Aaron Jones for the touchdown, but he has struggled, and he struggled there with Malik Collins. He's just fortunate that Rodgers was able to turn nothing into a pretty nice play.
Good start offensively for the Packers. 2nd down and 3. Carson. Carson, a first down, maybe just shy of midfield. It's interesting, Troy, that they bring Carson up from the practice squad. They don't insert Dexter Williams, the 22-year-old rookie second-round pick from Washington. They tell us he's just not ready, understanding the offense, so they go to a guy that's been in the NFL his third year now.
Yeah, and when they say a guy's not ready, it says a lot. But I think that the biggest thing for Dexter Williams is in pass protection. So Trey Carson, he's able to come in, knows the offense. He's a better pass protector. He's a more reliable player in a game of this magnitude.
Here's a toss to Carson running right. Play gets strung out a bit, and Carson forced out by Sean Lee.
Well, not a lot there, but they've been able to get at least a few things going on the ground. You think back to last week's game against Philadelphia, and boy, they had such a tough time running the football that they just finally gave up on it. And for an offense with Matt LaFleur, who really wants to establish the run and run the play action passing off of it, it's usually heavy run on early downs. That wasn't the case against Philadelphia, but today they've been able to strike at least some balance.
One bunched up at the line of scrimmage. Rodgers keeps, steps up, and throws high and caught. And the catch is good by Robert Tonyan. What a play by Rodgers, and a nice catch by Tonyan.
Are you kidding me? Let's see if his feet came in, and it looks good. Look at the right knee came down, and they're going to get up and get this ball snapped, but it looked like a completion to me.
Here's Mercedes Lewis, and he gets dumped by Awuzie. Let's take another look. Right foot definitely down.
Right foot, and then his rear end catches inside. So that's a, what do you think, Mike?
It's a catch all the way. Unbelievable. He actually got the left foot down twice. That doesn't count. He's got to get the second foot down or a body part, and he did get the rear end down inbounds.
Fast start for the Packers. Second down and 8. Here's Jones with a big hole to run through. Still going down inside the 10 to the 9. And no answers defensively by the Dallas Cowboys as Jones gets 15.
Well, Elton Jenkins, their rookie left guard, is having himself a nice start to this ball game. He gets up and he's able to get on Sean Lee, and Aaron Jones just runs right off of his tail, and he's made a couple blocks like that. And Jimmy Graham, who's not known for his blocking skills, he's getting involved also.
Packers last week in the red zone against Philadelphia ran it 4 times, threw it 16 times. They threw it once their first try here in Texas, and then had an 18-yard run for a touchdown by Jones. Here's Allison on a short toss, and he gets hit hard.
Well, this is, you mentioned it when they scored that touchdown on their previous possession, Joe, how that affected them and why they lost the game against Philadelphia. Just 3 for 7 in that game. But prior to that, in the 3 other games, they were really good in the red zone. They had only been stopped 1 time. So this is an offense that's accustomed to getting it in when they get down here. Cowboys, who are just as good on the other side defensively of stopping teams, need to come up with a play.
Hand off to Jones. He is in for the touchdown, his second of the day.
Oh my God.
And there was Elton Jenkins again out in front of
They are up 2 touchdown scores in the first quarter.
They double the nose, and then Jenkins, they're going to double the nose. He gets up then to Leighton Vander Esch. And that's how you draw it up. And it doesn't always work that way, but that's textbook. That's an excellent job up front by the rookie.
How about Aaron Jones? 6 rushing touchdowns. He's run 1 in for a touchdown in 4 straight games. He's already got 2.
There's a good look at the big man there. And he's going to be one heck of a player. I mean, he's already stepped into that position and has done a nice job.
Packers lost Lane Taylor, went on IR with a bicep injury, and that happened in week 3. This is the 3rd straight start for the rookie, and Jenkins is certainly making the most of it.
Yeah, and like I talked about coming into this game, if there was an area where the Cowboys defensively have been vulnerable, it's in the run game. Saquon Barkley had over 100 yards rushing. You know, Alvin Kamara did a nice job on Sunday night. And so, but everywhere else, they've been rock solid and haven't not given up touchdowns the way they have on those possessions. And Aaron Jones, heck, he was averaging less than 2 yards a carry here over the last 2 weeks. So they've had no kind of running game. We already mentioned that Aaron Rodgers led the team in rushing last week. This is,
James Will says Aaron Jones came out of nowhere. Absolutely. He got 2 touchdowns already.
In the first quarter, a quarter that the Packers have dominated so far this season, outscoring the opposition 42-3. Rodgers on that last drive for Green Bay, 5 for 5, 62 yards, and the best throw and catch between Aaron Rodgers and Robert Tonyan along the sideline.
Yeah, and we didn't go back and show the throw. We're determining whether or not Tonyan was in bounds, but that was vintage Aaron Rodgers.
Last play of the quarter right here from the 25. They hand to Elliott, and he is able to pick his way.
Yeah, the Packers are tough. They're a tough team to beat. You know, that's a team you got to play literally 60 minutes with. Yeah, I didn't think so either. Yeah, exactly. And also, what do you call it? That was the storyline of all off season is, you know, they hate each other. You know, so for what do you call it? Rodgers and LaFleur to what do you call it? You know, to gel like they are, it's crazy.
It was dominated by the Green Bay Packers. They got a takeaway, turned it into 7, put together a nice drive that culminated a moment ago with a second touchdown run of the game by Aaron Jones. So a 14-point hole for this Cowboys offense, and Prescott wide open is Amari Cooper, and so far the Packers have not been able to cover number 19.
Well, last week the Packers, when they faced the 2 tight end set, they stayed pretty much 6 defensive backs, knowing the Cowboys and their ability to run the football, just like the Eagles were able to do. They are changing things up. It was a 2 tight end set. They stay in their base defense with 4 defensive backs.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they did compromise James.
Like Blake Jarwin, they're able able to do some things within that. They're able to take advantage of some of those looks, but that's going to be the cat and mouse game that Mike Pettin, the defensive coordinator, is going to be playing with this Cowboys personnel.
Cooper checks out. He's already got 3 catches of over 20 yards. Here's a toss to Tavon Austin. Will take it down with the ball coming out. Dallas may have gotten back on top of it. The ball came out on that last hit, and it will stay with Dallas as Austin got it back and a 14-yard carry. Let's take another look at the end of the play. That ball's definitely out.
It sure looks like it's out, and it
came right back to Austin.
Yeah, they're fortunate. They're really fortunate because that's what it looks like right now. I know the Packers made a stop, but for the most part, Dallas has pretty much had their way. They just got to hang on to the football.
Looks like there might have been a helmet-to-helmet hit there, too.
Oh, there we go.
Flag is down, and it comes in at the end of the run.
During the run, holding by the offense, number 10. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
So they get Tavon Austin, as it's been a series of events where the Dallas Cowboys have just hurt themselves with penalties, although this one, I don't know. Mike, did you see anything out there on the edge?
Well, you see him control him, but then it almost looked like the Packer player turned him around, and tough one to call. I don't think I've left my flag in my pocket on that one.
Here's Cooper over the middle after that 10-yard penalty, and Blake Martinez, who was always busy in the middle at linebacker for Green Bay, with the tackle.
Yeah, that's the area for this Packers defense where they've been a little thin is on the inside at linebacker. They really did not address that coming into the year. Blake Martinez, he's a tackling machine. He's all over the place. But it's one of the reasons why they've had to go to so many defensive backs against some of these running personnel.
They fake it to Elliott. And now Prescott throws, and he's picked. Intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Second of the game, and another takeaway for this Packer defense. Chandon Sullivan getting a chance and making the most of it with that reaching pick. 14-0, and the Packers have the ball.
That is crazy. Man, it is down 2 scores and the Packers got the ball. I'm going to try to not panic, but man, oh man. I'm near Detroit. What about you, James? Absolutely, Abdul. Like, you're down 14 points and you give Aaron Rodgers the ball back? Like,
Packers defense 2 today. For Dak Prescott, his 10th career game with multiple
oh, that's what's up.
This another one that stops what looked like a promising drive. From the 28. Hand off to Carson. And Trey Carson able to get 4.
We go back and take a look. Here's Cobb, and Blake Martinez, number 50, picks him up. They're not in man coverage, they're in zone, but it looked a little like man maybe to Prescott. But when he gets ready to throw this, Chandon Sullivan is right in the lane, and that's the guy you've got to look out in front, because everywhere else they were zone coverage. Martinez just matched up once Cobb came into his area. But even if Sullivan had an amazing
Oh, that is right. I totally forgot Randall Cobb went to the Cowgirls.
Lucas Patrick has taken over at center for Corey Linsley.
Oh, that's what's up. I used to go down to Grand Rapids a lot.
Carson wrapped up at the 30. Loss of 2. And the indication is a hold.
There were 2 fouls during the play, both by the offense. Holding. Number 77, that penalty is declined. Holding. Number 74, that penalty is accepted. 10 yards. Repeat second down.
Well, Troy, as we take a look at this penalty, as they get Elton Jenkins for that, you know, this is a Dallas defense that's been very proud of what they have on their defensive front. They've been run through so far in this game, and now they're dealing with a rookie at left guard who's playing well. But Lucas Patrick has taken over at center for Corey Linsley. And Balaga just fought his way back from a shoulder injury.
Yeah, and Balaga, you know, he's back, but just how healthy is he? You just never know.
On 2nd and 16, that's broken up. Perfectly timed hit by Jalen Smith. On Geronimo Allison.
It's my hometown, but I lived in Belleville, Michigan from 87 to 91. That's what's up.
For a concussion, Joe. And then we do have word on tight end Robert Tonyan. He's questionable to return with a hip injury. And if you take a look at Geronimo Allen's pants, he was in the 10 for a bit because he suffered a big cut and he has blood all over his pants.
3rd down and 16.
Just Marshall, absolutely. I feel bad for Mason Rudolph as well.
Rodgers steps up and just gets rid of it. They're going to keep this live as Van Der Esch takes over for Dallas. Rodgers pleading with the referee that that was a throw. Right now it's ruled a fumble.
Well, let's take a look at it. It was awfully close.
It was a fumble recovered by Dallas. First down.
There we go. Finally something to cheer about.
Let Mike weigh in on that one. That looks like first.
I don't know what is going on. I'm going to have to call my internet company, but I am hardwired in. I should not have not a single problem with this.
Is that
Quesadillas? Gordon Ramsay handing out samples. Seems like just an okay use of your culinary talents, dude.
Yeah, it is, smart guy. Almost like having a brand new iPhone, but not pairing it with AT&T.
that's true, Gordon Ramsay?
Hey, fingers! It's not a buffet. Use the cocktail stick.
In the cocktail stick.
Get the most from your amazing new iPhone 11 Pro on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhones. More for your thing. That's our thing.
It's into coverage, and it's intercepted. I can't believe it. Talk about a heartbreaking last-minute decision. Woo! It's really a disappointing end to their run. They were on track to go into the postseason.
It's the flavor that makes you go, woo. McDonald's new spicy barbecue
Yeah,
and chicken sandwich.
that final score is 42 Central and 16 Eastern. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on. I gotta call my internet company and curse them out with very strong profane language. Because yeah, I am hardwired in. I'm only using about 3% CPU. And I'm having internet issues. Like, I should not have that problem.
Can we talk about the game plan?
Tonight, after America's Game of the Week, catch the funniest shows of the week.
Pop, pop, fizz, fizz, oh.
Oh. Oops. I definitely had the audio going.
After looking at it under review, the quarterback had possession of the ball with the arm going forward.
Oh, we are definitely having a bad day with the all around, it seems like.
Tavon Austin waiting for Dallas. So no turnover, but a stop by this Dallas defense.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Abdul. He said the only thing is Dallas isn't a good team, as they say, but they will say the Green Bay are football guys because they beat a super team. Absolutely.
At the end of the first quarter, the National Medal of Honor Museum Foundation.
You know, I think it's what do you call it? It's a bunch of hogwash that, you know, that has to happen, you know, but it is what it is, you know.
The Congressional Medal of Honor have lived in the region in nearly 1.8.
Yeah, I already said as long as Dak Prescott is gonna throw the ball, you already won. You already beat the Cowboys.
Special ceremony and more that's being added to Arlington, Texas, with construction cranes all over this area. And
I just want these cowgirls to beat the Cheese Whiz. Sick of those Cheese Whiz heads.
There, of course, is Jerry Jones, the owner, and his son Jerry Jr. But yeah, Ellen DeGeneres sitting there next to the president, taking in her first football game.
Second down and 4. Handoff is to Pollard, and a nice strong run for a first down out to the 44.
Well, you look at this first half and how it's gone. It's been, you know, pretty evenly matched. It's the turnovers, of course, that have impacted the Cowboys and have given the Packers the opportunities to come away with 14 points, and that was the difference. Is we got another injured player, Darnell Savage. So that could be a significant.
Yeah, he's Amari has been doing most of the heavy lifting. What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz? What do you mean? Yeah, I've heard the song. Yeah, I think injuries have gone up in the NFL this year as well. I would have to look at the numbers to confirm that, but it seems like that.
.26 left in this first half. Packers have all
I was
the points.
reliving the past, reading up on the Lions. Hey, that's what's up.
And off to Pollard, who stays in the ball game. He didn't get a touch last week against the New Orleans Saints, and that was one of the.
Yeah, Abdul Terrell, I love we call it catching up on like past times and things like that. That's why shout out to the General Review for dropping that video. I absolutely loved it.
Around trying to walk it off. They love him. Delayed handoff. A gain of 1. So that's Pollard again. Total yards in this first half about dead even. The first 3 possessions ended with interception, then a punt, and an interception, and now the Cowboys are faced with 3rd down and 4.
Well, 3rd down, and they've only had 1 so far. They've yet to convert, but this was a down they really had problems with against the Saints and killed a lot of drives. And here at midfield, this is the difference in coming away with points and having a punt.
Prescott is wrapped up and brought down. Preston Smith. The other big free agent addition at linebacker, and he gets.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Up to 5.5.
Well, he starts up the field and then he comes underneath Lyle Collins, and he has a shot then at Dak Prescott. They get him to 3rd down, and you hope that one of these Smiths can come off the edge and make a play, and Preston Smith's certainly able to do that. So. And when you watch this offense, boy, it looks like they're doing a lot of good things, and then they just have a hiccup here and a hiccup there, and here they are punting.
Everywhere a hiccup.
Both Packers sacks have come on 3rd down. Big plays. Zadarius Smith and now Preston Smith. Both did
the General Review, also known as JGB,
leading into this game, and we'll be right back.
Came out with a video.
Lose the football, Saquon.
I want to say, what was that, like Friday night? And, hold on, let me see what the name was. It was, hold on, it was called...
by 14.
When you think about it, Joe, and the Packers playing on Thursday night, they've had 10 days. You wonder if a guy like Brian Bulaga could have played if they had a normal 7-day work week. And the Cowboys are on the road on a Sunday night game. They're traveling late that night. They get in, and certainly no excuses. But I think that it certainly benefits the coaches in putting together a game plan. It benefits those players like a Bulaga. It certainly doesn't help Devontae Adams, but. There's something to be said for that, but the Cowboys, they have just not looked very sharp here in this first half.
Lucas Patrick still out there at center. He snaps it wide. Here's a nice cutback by Jones. Nothing out there to his left. He spins and goes to his right. And he carries it for 16 yards. Strong run.
It really good. And hey, he's a home run threat. I mean, this guy is a playmaking guy, and he outruns Leighton Vander Esch. You don't see that very often from him. He gets caught inside with his speed. Typically, he can traverse and make a play on that. And Aaron Jones, they would love to give him the ball, every time they run it. But at his size, he's just 5'9" and 205, 210 pounds. They worry about him wearing down. And that's why we've seen some of Trey Carson today.
Rodgers throws, sidearm, gets it out to his receiver, and there's Jones again, making people miss. And
Good Lord, can you guys stop him?
But Aaron Jones quieting the Cowboy fans with a catch and run of 22.
Well, they bring Chidobe Awuzie in off the edge, and he kind of throttles down, and that's what these players do. You see 24, they kind of throttle down because they're afraid to come in and hit the quarterback the way they used to back when I was playing, and that hesitation is what allowed Rodgers to then get the ball out. He's had a couple throws now under duress.
It was just total sidearm. Aaron Jones over 100 total yards in the ball game as Carson gets the carry over the right side and picks up one.
Well, this becomes one of those possessions right now for the Cowboys, and granted, we all understand there's a whole lot of football left to be played, but you just wonder if they dig themselves any deeper of a hole, can they come out of it? You know, they're not going to abandon the run game yet. But if this becomes a game where they have to rely on Prescott throwing the football because of score and time, they'll be in trouble with that pass rush.
Rodgers keeps, well protected, throws and overthrows Geronimo Allison. And a flag is going to be thrown for the hit on Aaron Rodgers. It just came out, and here's the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 58. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Here's Robert Quinn working against Bakhtiari, and he's the one who comes in. The ball's thrown, and I hate to say it, but I think it was a good call. He comes in, he didn't have to hit him the way that he did. Obviously wasn't to the head or neck, it was just a late hit.
Mike?
Well, you don't have to hate to say it, Troy, but I think it was a good call, too. You get 2 steps. If it's 2 steps and you make contact, before the second step hits the ground, I think.
Okay, the video was called Paying Homage Part 1 to Al Bubba Baker. He did it about a day ago.
Gets 4, and the reason you say that is because the game has changed so much since you walked away from it, and so many times we see hits that don't look like much on any quarterback wearing any uniform, but in this case it was too much by Robert Quinn, no doubt.
Yeah, and all the fans know how much the game has changed, and when you see a play like that, nobody really likes it, but we also don't like when our quarterbacks are on the sidelines.
2nd down and 6. Play clock expiring, and a timeout is taken by Green Bay, their first. Well, the rivalry has been one of the league's best, no doubt. Here, and then as we said earlier, won a Super Bowl here in this stadium back at the end of the 2010
and that's been the biggest difference is, Packers fans certainly know this, that when we had our run against the Packers.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. He did an amazing job. Shout out to the General Review, aka General G. Barry.
Aaron has won a lot of games against the Cowboys, but he's won a lot of games here, like you said, in this stadium. They haven't all been in Green Bay. And so he's very confident. I saw him down there on the field before the game. I thought when we talked to him the other day, he was very loose. Before the game, he was. And there's certain places that just feel good, and this is one of those for him.
Rodgers, end zone. Valdez-Scantling, it's not there. That'll bring up 3rd down. I had a chance to talk to Aaron before the game, and he was out early. And I said, I never see you out here this early. And he said, I'm only out here for one reason, to see Randall Cobb and say hi, which he did. And then I said, well, how do you get loose? And he looked at me like I was not right. And he said, get loose? It takes me about 10 throws, and I'm loose.
Yeah, I think he wakes up in the morning, he's pretty loose. That was a nice moment that he and Randall Cobb had in the pregame.
3rd down and 6. Pass is caught. Jimmy Graham has got the first down inside the 15.
Abdul Jarrell says, "Told you them bow ties will get you every time."
Well, I think Aaron Rodgers had his pick. I mean,
Absolutely.
Jimmy Graham, or you got Geronimo Allison coming across.
Ed O'Neill was drafted by the Lions out of Penn State in 1976, says James Willis. That's awesome.
They pick up a big first down.
Rod Marinelli, Chris Richard have no answers yet. And Marinelli has seen play.
Al Bundy was a linebacker.
And Rodgers needs another timeout. Here was that moment between Aaron Rodgers and Randall Cobb. They spent 8 years together, over 40 touchdown passes from the guy on the right to the guy on the left, now in Cowboys colors. And he said, does it seem weird to see Randall Cobb in a Cowboy uniform? He said, well, he wore blue in college. But he misses him, and he figures that if they had brought him back, he would really factor in well to this Matt LaFleur offense.
Well, he's the guy that they miss. They miss a player like him. They got a lot of tall, rangy wide receivers. They don't have that inside slot guy, and Randall Cobb is one of the best, and it's been to the benefit of the Dallas Cowboys that he's with them. And I thought it was funny when Jason Garrett this week was asked by the media. They say Aaron Rodgers has had some really great games against the Cowboys. He goes, yeah, he has. And he said, you know what? He's had some really great games against everybody. So, which obviously is true. 5 years after he retires, he's going to be enshrined in Canton.
First down from the 12. Hand off to Jones. Wow. Will not go down. It gets tackled.
What did Aaron Jones eat today? That dude is like a man on.
He shows speed.
Like he's crazy today.
7 here.
Well, this offensive line is doing a really nice job. That time it was Billy Turner and Brian Balaga. They get the double team and give Jones a place to go with the football. He's pretty slippery, you know. I mean, he's able to make some moves and he's ran hard.
Total reversal from the attack against the Eagles on that Thursday night. They're running down here.
Well, we'll see, because this is where they usually like to throw it.
They run it with Jones. He sets up a 1st and goal from the 1.
Dwayne Boatwright, what is going up?
What happened last Thursday night now at 1st and goal from the 1. Remember, they were 1st and goal from the 1 and didn't run it at all. And they threw it 4 straight times. And I know even Matt LaFleur said, hey, you know, that's on me. So I do like, if you're going to go play action, I like it on early downs. I like it on 1st or 2nd down. But in light of what took place, I'd be really surprised if they don't turn and hand it off here.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad I can bring you the game.
Jones doesn't get there, and the play is made by Van Der Esch. Jalen Smith crashing down on that play as well, and a loss of 1.
Leighton Van Der Esch, here he is.
Shoot, Aaron Jones got a bunch of yards. Hold on, let me bring up the complete stats though.
They lose a yard there. I like play action here on 2nd down and see what Rodgers can do.
He's got big Jimmy Graham out there on the end and now in motion. And they do keep. Rodgers looking for someone, throws it away.
Aaron Jones has 9 attempts for 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also has 4 receptions out of 5 targets for 48 yards receiving.
And Rodgers doesn't like what he has on the front side. It's a 2-man route. He's just waiting for Mercedes to do something for him, and there wasn't much effort there on the back end. He just throws it away, and obviously not.
Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. What's going on, brother? Your Packers are looking like they on steroids.
Quick throw into the air. Quinn got his hands on it. Now 4th and goal, and the Dallas defense finally makes a stop as the field goal.
I appreciate the new subscribers.
Gave up yards and yeah, it hit him right off his helmet.
Yeah, the Gridiron Blitz, I believe, is still streaming, so he's online.
To be able to make a stop down there, considering 1st and goal from the 1 and having to settle for a Mason Crosby field goal try.
Chip shot of 20.
It looks like Mason Crosby is back healthy.
Left in the half, and Dallas will get the ball to start the second half on top.
That is crazy, though. 17 zip. I appreciate that, Johnny. Yeah, I mean, outside of week 1, that one really hurt us, but we've been bouncing back.
Since we're on national television,
You stayed for the whole thing. By the way, Jordy Nelson is in attendance. Danica Patrick is in attendance, and Jordy is wearing the jersey to honor his longtime teammate Randall Cobb. .219 left. Pollard will bring it out and is dragged to the ground. The play was made by Will Redmond, who's made a couple of good special teams tackles already. A 28-yard return.
Uh-oh, Pollard's hopping.
Pollard. He's coming off the field, but this becomes a huge drive right now for Dallas. See if they can, there's some momentum that was shifted by the stop and forcing the field goal. Now can they come away with any kind of points? Any kind of points would be huge. They get the ball to start the second half as well. And obviously plenty of time on the clock.
Prescott in trouble, able to throw it away with pressure by Zadarius Smith. He's already got a sack in this game, and he was breathing down the neck of Prescott there.
Well, it's a game up front, and Zadarius Smith, you can see they just don't play this very well. Cameron Fleming in the left guard, then Connor Williams. When the guys haven't worked together, you saw that Cameron Fleming was trying to come off of it, but Connor Williams has to do a better job of picking that twist up.
Abdul Terrell says, Rain Dakota Dak Prescott, bow tie, bow tie, bow tie. Come on. Skip Bayless is going into convulsion right about now. Yeah. 17 zip. Oh, yeah. Man, oh man, I should have never, I should have ate yesterday. Think my stomach's starting to eat itself. Oh, absolutely. Dwayne says, hey, if Kansas can lose one for us, wouldn't that be great?
$17-0 Green Bay, 2 minutes left in the half. All 4 Cowboy drives have gotten to midfield or better, but they've been shut out. A couple of Prescott interceptions. Big sack that forced a punt. Here's 3rd down and 1. They hand, and that's Elliott just fighting his way for the first down.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if the Packers were able to make a stop there, what Jason Garrett might do. Last Sunday night on 4th and 1 from their own 43, down 3 points, they went for it and got stuffed.
Prescott protected, pass to the sideline. It's caught. Gallup for first down. King out there for Green Bay. 3 timeouts, plenty of time left. That one for 13 yards to Michael Gallup, who missed the previous 2 games with a tear in his knee. Here's Cooper, and he's been wide open really anytime Prescott's looked his way.
Yeah, I think Jair Alexander, he thought maybe there was an offensive pass interference. The hand gets extended, but there was no real push off. But it's been a little much for Jair Alexander on Cooper. He's as good as there is in the league of changing direction, and we've got another injured player, a Packer, down on the field. That looks like Zadarius Smith. It sure is.
Ooh, that is a huge loss.
Savage is questionable to return with an ankle injury. He's been on the sideline. And there's Darnell. Let's find out what's coming our way at half.
Yeah, Zadarius Smith is on the ground. If he is fully injured, that is a massive blow to the Packers. He is walking off on his own power.
Little limp.
Well, the Packers did a nice job this offseason of really shoring some areas up defensively. Clay Matthews being such a big part of this defense for so long. And he goes off to the Rams, and they bring in a couple pass rushers who have really made a difference. But right now, the Cowboys, they are in Brett Maher's range. So Prescott does not have to worry about that. Obviously, they have bigger goals in mind.
Packers charged a timeout as they hand to Elliott, who's brought down at the 36 by Rashawn Gary because of that injury to Zadarius Smith. So they're out of timeouts. Cowboys have 3. Prescott throws, and the pass is incomplete for Gallup. And it's been a lot of Kevin King against Michael Gallup here in the first half. It's 3rd down and 5.
Well, right in the middle, yeah. I mean, they are able to get the pressure right in the face of Dak Prescott with a 4-man rush, and that's one of the luxuries that Mike Pettin and this defense has, is they don't have to bring extra defenders. Kenny Clark in the middle, number 97. He's become a real force in this league.
Blitz. Prescott throws. He gets hit, and the pass is incomplete. Adrian Amos coming on a blitz, and it's 4th down. That'll bring Maher out.
Yeah, they don't have to bring extra pressure, but they do here with Adrian Amos. It was an all-out pressure package, and Mike Pettin, that's what he does. He gives a lot of different looks, gets you to 3rd down, bring defenders from different areas, free someone up. This time, Adrian Amos, you see Ezekiel Elliott, he had to take a pick on which guy he wanted. There was going to be a free rusher either way, and that's a heck of a job there on 3rd down, forcing this field goal attempt.
54-yard try by Maher. He missed it wide right.
What?
And this has been one mistake, one error after another here in this first half for the Cowboys, who have to feel like they've left a lot of points out there on the field in this first half. And we'll welcome you inside the broadcast booth as you see the reaction by Dak Prescott, Joe Buck, along with Troy Aikman. And let's just talk
that
about
is crazy.
The Packers have looked good defensively. They've been opportunistic, and offensively, I haven't seen the Dallas Cowboys come up with any answers for what Rodgers and company are doing.
Well, they haven't, and you think about how shorthanded they are. I mean, without your number one receiver, relying on a lot of young players, now Darnell Savage, I mean, they're pretty thin in those ranks. I think that as this game moves along, there is more...
Absolutely, Johnny. He says, well, looks like a bunch of kickers are going to get drafted. Yep. Abdul Terrell says they might fire Jason Garrett after this game. Yeah.
Joe, this is a team that came into the season obviously with Super Bowl aspirations, and everyone looking at the schedule knew that the first 3 games of the season were games that the Cowboys should handle pretty easily, and they did. And then they went on the road against a good opponent, one we expect to be in the postseason in New Orleans, and lost a game, a close game, not the end of the world, but now to come home after a loss against the Packers with a lot riding on this game and not to play any better than having this first half, I think pressure begins to mount, and I think it gets very severe.
2nd and 10. Rodgers, good protection of the pass is incomplete. Packers don't have any timeouts left, and Rodgers is yelling out at Valdez-Scantling as they weren't on the same page. Meanwhile, all 5.
Oh, he used a bad word.
Yeah, that was a tough one. You know, nice job by the Packers defensively, and Mike Pettin drawing up a nice scheme on 3rd down. But 3 points was obviously big in this game and continuing some momentum. And you know, Rodgers, he's not done. He's not satisfied with a 17-point lead. That's why he was so upset with Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers just flips it. Play is made, and now we'll see what Dallas does, and they're going to use a timeout here. Try to get it back and get another crack at a field goal try at the least. A loss of 2 by Aaron Jones. Trey Carson rather on that little toss, and Tyrone Crawford came up to make the stop, and it's 4th and 12.
That's a very good question, Dwayne Boatwright. He says, if I'm hearing this right, this is going to be a shutout in the first first half at home for the Cowboys. Yo, when was the last time that happened? Absolutely.
That came here today expecting to have really one heck of a ball game and a great celebration.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough feature to do, to go into Dallas and hold their home team to 0 points. Shout out to the Green Bay Packers. Hey, we're going to have to play 60 minutes next Monday.
Beautiful punt. And a fair catch back at the 10 with now just 13 seconds left by Tavon Austin. Aaron, what are you sensing down on that sideline?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Troy was talking about. I'm standing right behind the bench, and when the offense was over here, nobody really talking to each other. I mean, the offensive line obviously trying to make some adjustments, but Ezekiel Elliott over by himself, Dak over by himself, not much discussion at all. Shell-shocked, guys, the word you used. I think that's the best.
It seems like they just look stunned. You know, like this is just not what certainly was not expected, but you know, what are they going to do about it? They got a chance to go in at halftime and regroup. But Dak right here, I mean, with 13 seconds, he's got to be really smart with the football.
So they hand, and it's Elliott. And Dallas will use their second timeout. I've said a couple of times the Cowboys get the ball to start the second half, but they've got to. Prescott in the third quarter this year has been perfect. 28 for 28. 457, 3 touchdowns, and they're going to need some third quarter magic from Prescott to get back in this game.
Yeah, well, that is one thing about this Cowboys team is there's no quit in them. They'll make some adjustments as they've been trying to make throughout this first half, but they'll regroup. And there's no question. There's a lot of football left. This thing's far from being over, and I fully expect them to come out and play much better in the second half.
Here's Elliott. And now with 3 seconds left, the Cowboys will use their final timeout. Story in the first half for Green Bay was what they were able to do on the ground. They have more rushing yards in this first half, 80, than they had in the entire game against the Eagles.
Oh, absolutely, Dwayne. Dwayne says no Dak shocked me for that, like that's and Zeke first half. This ain't normal. People going to manipulate this all year. Absolutely, they are.
So heavily on Rodgers. If they get into a game like they did last week of just having to throw the football, it was not going to go well for them.
But at halftime, I will be trying to go get myself a bite to eat and try to stretch because I haven't really ate since Friday. But all right, it is halftime, and the score is 17-0. All right, I'll catch you guys back after halftime.
Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. So impressive by the Green Bay Packers after a half of play. Offensively, defensively, they made plays when they had to. Now, how do the Dallas Cowboys try to get back into this game?
Well, I think the plan coming in is a good plan. I mean, they were able to get the running game going with Ezekiel Elliott. There's some holes, and then they've been able to get Amari Cooper, and there's space in that passing game. The Packers are shorthanded, as we know. Obviously the turnovers and the sacks. That's what we talked about. That's what the Packers are known for, and that's why they're leading 17-0 here at halftime.
Pollard cannot make it to the 20. And it's well covered by Will Redmond yet again. Aaron, what did you find out?
Talking to Jason Garrett going into the half, he said his message to the team is you need to just bear down and calm down. He said, look, we moved the ball well offensively, as you two just discussed, but of course these turnovers are killing us. And he said he's going to tell his team you can't just try to come out here and score all 17 at once. You got to chip away at this thing one bit at a time.
All right, Aaron, thank you. On that kick cover, B.J. Goodson was injured, so they're checking him in the neck area. Strong possession in the third quarter in New Orleans on Sunday night, but that good news for the Dallas Cowboys was not enough as they lost 12-10.
Well, I think in that New Orleans game we saw Dak Prescott be affected by the atmosphere, the speed of the game playing there in New Orleans in the Superdome, and he reverted back to some old habits that we had not seen through the first 3 weeks. It's cleaned up considerably here today. Still at times, has not turned it loose when he's had opportunity.
Here's Elliott looking for room on first down. Ezekiel Elliott gets 4. Warren Burks, they're glad to have him back. He was in to make that stop last week against Philadelphia. Not good for Mike Pettine's group today. He's got to be thrilled, even with Amari Cooper seemingly able to find acres of running room whenever he gets into the secondary. Prescott for Cobb, broken up, and a good defensive play is made by Tramon Williams, longtime teammates, and Williams there to knock it away.
Initially I thought Prescott was going to take a shot up top to Amari Cooper, but instead he works Randall Cobb on that
offense. Number 75.
He had a
10-yard
chance.
penalty.
But
Repeat
now
second
another
down.
penalty is they just announced.
It's against the left tackle, Cameron Fleming, who's playing in place of the injured Tyron Smith.
I'd say that's a hold. That was a better opportunity there for Randall Cobb than I thought. I thought Tramon Williams had gotten in there and knocked the ball down, but that was a well-thrown pass and one Cobb could have caught, but wouldn't have mattered anyway. And Cameron Fleming certainly has his hands full out there at left tackle.
Darius Smith was nicked up earlier. Good to see him back out there for Green Bay, and here's a strong catch by Amari Cooper. We'll bring up third down and about 4.
Yeah, so they're able to get the completion. They go to a no huddle here. They gave Cameron Fleming help that time with the back to help secure the edge.
Prescott backpedaling, broken up, and great coverage by Alexander. Cooper was the target, and Jair Alexander strong for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, because I think this is one of the routes that Cooper runs better than any of them, and he starts to the outside. Typically he's able to create a lot of separation, a good place to go with the football, but Jair Alexander really good. There's the matchup on those two. Cameron Fleming, he holds up well. Of course, 3-step drop balls coming out quick, but yeah, you get him to third down, and the Cowboys have just not been able to solve the problem on third down in this game, just converting one so far.
Jones hits it, and it checks up outside the Green Bay Packers 40.
All right, all right. I am back. What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz? Love the setup.
Park in the middle, the old baseball stadium to the left in that shot, and that will remain intact going forward, even with the Rangers having a new home. Here's Rogers throwing by Talley, the fullback, able to drag the tackler, and that was Xavier Woods. Good for 9. Strong catch and run, and there is our main man, Rupert Murdoch, checking out the action here in Arlington, Texas. Rupert and Jerry.
I thought it was a great piece on the pregame show, the interview with Jerry Jones talking about 1993, I guess, when they negotiated it, and then in '94 when Fox took over the NFL was pretty awesome with him and the negotiation with Rupert Murdoch.
Snap it with 1 second left. They hand to Carson, and he is wrapped up in the backfield as the play is made by Covington.
Yeah, Covington, who's getting more of an opportunity with the injury to Antoine Woods, he just is able to swim right past for a loss to bring up at least a little bit of a longer third down. Neither team's been particularly good on third down. The Packers just converted one themselves there in that first half. It's a big play in this game right now for the Cowboys.
Rogers throws and a bobble.
Oh my God. A bobble and a catch?
Play by Aaron Jones. Had it, lost it, grabbed it, survived the hit from Jalen Smith, and has a big first down.
Well, it was a nice design by the Packers, and Aaron Rodgers knew exactly what he wanted, and he had man coverage with Aaron Jones running this route against Jalen Smith, and they're able to at least tie up Smith a little bit to where he's not able to stay on Aaron Jones the entire way, and bobbled it, but was able to secure the catch.
Rodgers has been able to find 8 different receivers. Play action. Rodgers getting pressure from the backside. He is out and able to throw it away.
Well, that pass rush might have saved the touchdown, because Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's running a deep crossing route. He gets picked up late there by Byron Jones. Byron's even trying to grab him. You see, he lined up in the slot, and that's where Rodgers was going to go with the football, but pressure immediately flushed him out. That was, thank Robert Quinn for saving that one.
Second down and 10.
Joseph Marshall says this game sucks. Yeah, it's kind of boring. I mean, I thought it would have been a better game, especially being America's game of the week. But it's all Packers all day. It's like, okay. Nice way to lay down, cowgirls.
Second-year pro Leighton Vander Esch, and then Aaron Jones eventually caught by Jalen Smith.
We've seen that now a few times when Aaron Jones has been able to make Vander Esch miss. And he's about as sure a tackler as there is, and with his speed, but he's able to use his pursuit.
Joseph Marshall says Panthers versus Jaguars, who was more of America's game of the week. Man, I'll even take that Steelers and Ravens game.
On third down and 3, Rodgers throws, pass caught, Allison. Out of bounds near the 10. 22-yard completion on third down.
Well, they're in man coverage, but Byron Jones is not
Steelers fumble and blew it in overtime. LOL. Yeah, exactly, Joseph Marshall. They did blow it.
I'm surprised, as talented as Byron Jones is, in that situation, you're not jamming Allison right at the line of scrimmage. That was too easy.
Trey Carson checks in. First and goal. Rodgers, end zone pass, broken up, a flag on the play. Darius Shepherd had it in his hands for a moment, and the flag
Holding.
was thrown right when the pass got to the end zone.
Yeah, it might have been on the Cowboys on holding there, yeah.
Yep.
Anthony Brown, and that's a ball that Rodgers would like to have back because that was a great route by Darius Shepherd, and because it was high, he just wasn't able to secure it.
Thrown, holding. Defense, number 30. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
A clear hold against Anthony Brown. Darius Shepherd is a guy that Aaron Rodgers wants to get involved more, and if they're going to have one of those shifty or slot type receivers, Darius Shepherd figures to be it. He is a free agent, played in North Dakota State.
It's getting there.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur says he's all business. You would never know he's a rookie. It was a nice route there. He hasn't had much opportunity.
Aaron Jones trying to get to the edge.
Aaron Jones with the rushing touchdown.
What a game. Third of the afternoon.
Third touchdown of the game.
He's going to come up, and he does. He's got outside
I appreciate that, Josh.
To get outside like that, and Aaron Jones has done it now several times in this game.
He looked like he was waving at Byron Jones on his way into the end zone. Gets to the.
Man, this is crazy. The running on purpose. Hey, wait, what? Okay, Terminator, I see you. Abdul Terrell says, guess I'll go watch grasshoppers jump around the neighbor's grass. Hey, that might actually be more interesting than this game. Joseph Marshall says, Christian McCaffrey had 3 touchdowns today and Adams about to beat it? You mean Jones? Oh, okay.
Future head coach in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who's just stomping the sidelines under Friday Night Lights. Pollard will stay away. And here he is. Maybe you recognize him.
Abdul Terrell says, whoa. He says, yeah, I'm really about to come home from outer space. Looking forward to hopping in a Ford Explorer. Sure, that's believable.
Kids, it's as someone who has daughters to have sons and be involved in that now has been a lot of fun for them.
Here's one caught along the sideline. That's Gallup.
Well, here we go, Joe. When you look at this, and it's a little different ball game now for Dak Prescott and company from the one that they had coming into this, and they'll still mix a little bit of Ezekiel Elliott into this game, but they've got to start throwing it.
Panthers have an honest shot at winning the division this year, says Joseph Marshall. Yeah. Joseph Marshall also says we are one game behind the Saints.
Cooper now played by King.
Josh Jackson says, I don't know if you talked about it or not, but Mason Rudolph got
played through the ankle.
Starched.
He will limp away.
Yeah, he will not.
Well, I know Mason Rudolph has a concussion, and what do you call it? He was knocked out right on the field. I literally thought he died on the field. The way he went down and things like that, I thought he literally died on the field.
129 of the Cowboys, 164 receiving yards.
What's going on, Yeet? Yeah, it's definitely a boring game.
As is nearly picked by King as Martinez knocked it out of his teammate's hands, I believe.
3rd and 3, he can't even connect on it.
Secure it, but Kevin King, he read this route. He was in man coverage without any help. He has it,
and he almost had it.
Not able to secure it, and it might
yeah, absolutely, Josh. He was definitely out before he hit the ground.
He caught Blake Martinez bearing down on him as Martinez was back there in coverage as well. But nearly the 3rd interception for this Packer defense. 3rd down and 3. Prescott spins away and will run for the 1st down. They mark Prescott down back at the 48, but still enough. Cooper back in there.
Joseph Marshall says, you got the guy from the movie Friday, which would be Smokey, running on the field and standing over Mason Rudolph, unconscious on the field, like, you got knocked the fudge out. Oh man.
Alexander's on your team. Keep an eye on him. I mean, the Packers fans certainly familiar with him. He's a heck of a player. He gave up some ground early, but he's been playing tight coverage, and he's been doing a nice job. He's made some big plays.
He's got 3 passes defensed in the game and a pick. Flag is down, and now one in the secondary as Gallup gets loose for a moment. Looks like 2 separate fouls here. As of now, it's a gain of 20.
Really? Joseph Marshall says, while people had a general concern for Mason, that is what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I think so. They might have offensive pass interference at the top of the
yeah,
route.
absolutely. You do got more interesting jokes than this game. 24 zip.
There were 2 fouls during the play, both by the defense. Illegal contact, number 20. Illegal use of hands to the face, number 55. Both penalties are declined. The result of the play is a 1st down.
Well, here's the one on Kevin King. That was called
Josh Jackson was like,
Zadarius Smith.
I like Mason. I hope that doesn't ruin his career. Some guys are just never the same after taking a shot to the head like that. Yes, absolutely. I definitely, you know, that's why as soon as that happened, I was like, man, my prayers are with Mason right now.
Instead, it's a 20-yard completion to Gallup with 7:45 left and counting here in the third. Prescott.
Oh, finally.
That's his first.
Welcome to the game, Randall Cobb.
25 yards to Randall Cobb.
Man coverage, and Sullivan's the one who's assigned Randall Cobb, and a good route and an even better throw. And the reason is that on this possession, we've seen Prescott with some pretty good time in the pocket.
Uh-oh. Lyle Collins down for the Cowgirls. Yeah, Johnny, they are getting murdered. 24-0. Like I said, your cheese whizzes are looking like they on some steroids. I'm like, good Lord. Joseph Marshall, that's easier said than done, brother. All the Cowboys need are 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. Abdul Terrell says, Josh Jackson, yeah, I was going to be the next Michael Jordan before I bumped my head. They get murdered worse than Mason Rudolph, says Joseph Marshall. Abdul says, was never the same. Yeah, there is 7 minutes and 40 seconds left of the third. And it is a slaughter. That's what the Dallas Cowgirls are doing. They're getting slaughtered. Hey, but at least Joe Flacco won a ring. Yeah, Abdul, I absolutely agree. He says the Cowboys are not built to come back from behind. At least the Lions are. Yep. Joseph Marshall says, no, the Ravens defense won a ring. And special teams.
Brandon Knight, college free agent, undrafted out of Indiana, takes over at right tackle. First and goal. As Prescott makes adjustments at the line. Flips to Elliott. Cuts up and lost a yard.
Still lost yards.
Redmond out there. He's been good on special teams. And he came up to get the stop there.
Hey, Redmond, he really plays this well. It looked like he almost was expecting it. Certainly was not a surprise the way he handled this. You're going to see him come up the field here, and he plays Prescott briefly, but then he's anticipating the pitch, and then he gets help on the outside as well with Tramon Williams coming off the corner. The Cowboys have crossed midfield 5 times. This is the 6th time, and they've had nothing to show for it. They need to capitalize with a touchdown on this drive.
Prescott tripped up and brought down. And
Zadarius Smith again.
And that moves the ball back outside the 15 to the 18 for 3rd and goal.
Hey, real talk though. Shout out to Zadarius Smith. Before he got signed to the Packers, I was playing Madden 19, and I actually traded with the Baltimore Ravens for Zadarius Smith.
For 3 sacks in this one. As many sacks in this game as over the first 4. Prescott on 3rd and goal has to come underneath, incomplete. And this Packer defense is making Mike Pettin proud.
Yeah, let's meet at the quarterback is what Fackrell and Zadarius Smith are saying. I mean, you're going to see at the end of this, and Prescott's just trying to preserve himself at this point. But they get down in there, and then they just shot themselves in the foot with protection. They've had penalties.
And a 36-yard try coming from Maher. He missed from 54 earlier. 3 for 5 on the year now.
All right, welcome to the game, Cowgirls. It is 24-3. They are down 21 points. Joseph Marshall says, those running backs like McCoy scare me when running with the ball extended in one hand. You can just slap the ball out of their hand. Yeah, but you got to understand with like guys like Shady McCoy and things like that, they'll at least they know when to cover that ball so you don't get it slapped out. You know, that veteran presence, you guys do fail to remember that part. Is you got to remember that veteran presence, they know when to, extend the plays and not. Abdul Churel says, I can't wait to see Skip and Shannon tomorrow. Going to be epic. Absolutely. Who do you think will win MVP this year? Probably Patrick Mahomes again.
They have swarmed Dak Prescott. Prescott and the Cowboys have done little or nothing on 3rd down. Sacks are coming on that important down. And a couple of turnovers in the ball game. Packers lead by 21. Jordan Lewis in on the stop. As Tremon Smith returns it. Here's some sounds from the sideline of Packer D.
Full go, 100%. Hey, let's dominate tonight.
Just don't rush to get there. We're going to come back around many of them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Zadarius Smith has come to play in this one. Preston Smith has a sack as well. Zadarius 2.
Well, you look at it, it started for the Cowboys right on the opening possession. The ball that went through Amari Cooper's hands in the interception. And Packers are 3 for 4 in the red zone, coming away with touchdowns.
Abdul Terrell says, Rogers, if they make the playoffs. Joseph Marshall says, cough McCaffrey, cough.
He's put together. And some good acting by Aaron Rodgers as he looked like it was a wide snap, but that That looked like a straightaway play all the way.
Yeah.
I guess,
Well,
maybe.
you know what? Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it was. I think that the way Jones was coming in and Aaron's reaction, it would have been a handoff. But that's, of course, Patrick Lucas. He's the one who's now at center. Excuse me, Lucas Patrick.
Patrick's taking over for Lindsley.
Yeah.
And he's had a couple of wide snaps in the shotgun. This one's on target. Rodgers, is he on target? Broken up. And flags on the coverage.
Oh, wow.
Valdez Scantling with Anthony Brown back there for Dallas.
That'll be interesting to take a look at. I in real time, did not think, he was beat, but did not think that that was a penalty.
Pass interference. Defense number 30. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Well, there's no such thing as face guarding in the NFL. Mike, was there enough contact there to not allow Valdez Scantling to get to the ball?
Yeah, there was, and Jason's going to look to challenge
He
this.
has to challenge this at
Yeah,
this point
and
in the game.
he is going to lose it because in slow motion you can see that he does get there, but right before the ball arrives, and then it's him in the back of the chest. Again, the fact that it was called, I don't think you change this.
Challenge.
Yeah, absolutely, Abdul. He says only Aaron Rodgers gets those calls. Yep. That Geico commercial is hilarious. I think I would have burnt my house down if I seen that. The one KJ in the Chiefs game was worse than that. Yeah, I think you meant the pass interference call. Yeah. Yeah, because he was. You could have called face mask. You could have called pass interference. You could have called a whole bunch of different things on that one play. Joseph Marshall says, I see the Chiefs and Pats having a Cowboys versus 49ers vibe, like Pats won 2 AFC championships straight against Chiefs, then Chiefs win the third one. Josh Jackson says, yep.
At the end, he says, if you don't like it, throw the flag.
Okay. I will. There you go. You know, it's I didn't think there was enough there to warrant pass interference, but as we know, these officials just are very, very reluctant, as New York is, of overturning those calls, which has been frustrating for a lot of people because then why is the rule in place? But wasn't a whole lot of contact, but it was early.
What's going on, Ethan Dennis? Welcome to the stream. Says, good luck, Dallas. Abdul Terrell says Stafford gets hit late all the time. Yes, he does.
Yeah, Elton Jenkins, he's had a heck of a game. He's really had a heck of a start to his NFL career. And how about Matt LaFleur? And the job that he's done today with the offense and keeping things
Doing good, man.
Rebounding with the
You going for the Packers?
The screen game has been good this time to Mercedes Lewis. We've got a number of plays off of that to Aaron Jones also.
Packers have scored every time they've been in the red zone. Here is Kumaro down to the 1.
No, Dallas. Oh, okay.
3 touchdowns and a field goal from the 20 on in. And
Yeah, I'm going for Dallas in this game. I am a diehard Detroit Lions fan, so Dallas would be doing us a favor. And then, you know, the Lions do play the Cowboys in a few weeks. I definitely will be streaming that game.
And now they stop the action as they make Jason Garrett move back. He was all the way down inside the 20. That's the 9th different receiver Rodgers has found. Kumro's a big guy, 6'4", 209.
Yep, 31-3.
Wisconsin Whitewater. And he is out at the top of the screen. Jones is going to reach and get it, his 4th of the game, to tie a Packer franchise record.
That is crazy. Well, hey, Joseph Marshall. Jones got what do you call it? 4 touchdowns. What does Christian McCaffrey had? Man, that is crazy. Ethan Dennis says, do you know when Cowboys play Minnesota this year? I can look it up real quick for you. This looks like U of M at Wisconsin. Absolutely it does, Abdul. Minnesota plays Dallas on November the 10th on, I believe it's Sunday Night Football.
Well, there was so much conversation, Troy, coming into the year about Aaron Rodgers and how his relationship would evolve with 39-year-old.
What's up with the hostility, Joseph Marshall?
I'll tell you this, when we talk to Matt LaFleur, he's confident, he's open and honest about his ball club. He's got a handle on really everything that's going on. He has really been impressive, and his team is closing in on a 4-1 start.
And they're doing it without one of the best receivers in all of football. It was a tall task coming into this game with a short deck for Aaron Rodgers and company.
And you know what? That's, I think, the most scariest part going into Monday Night Football next week is Devontae Adams is not even playing. And they're up 31-3 against the Cowboys in Dallas. That's crazy.
It's Green Bay's turn here in this Week 5 matchup that outscored Dallas 14-3 to this point.
Joseph Marshall says they doing this on purpose.
Prescott throws wide off the hands of Gallup.
Ethan Dennis says, I don't think he would like those knees destroyed. No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, and you talk to anyone in this organization, they tell you the culture changed on this Green Bay defense when they signed these two. You know, Zadarius and Preston telling me the second they signed, they decided we're going to make this a close unit, and they have. We're talking dinners all the time, meetings without coaches. The coaches from the defense saying we don't even have to police guys because these two are doing it for me. They went to Chicago.
Here's a pass caught for a first down by Amari Cooper. Go ahead.
They They went to Chicago after the Philly game. Defense very upset. They got everybody together and they said, we have to right this ship. Za'Darius saying, I'm expecting us all to be on one page for this game. And yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
Here's one batted into the air as it was tipped by Preston Smith right on cue.
Yeah, with Preston Smith as well. And we've talked a lot about Za'Darius Smith.
Joseph Marshall says, I can't brag to the Packers fan at school now.
He showed flashes and it just never quite came together, but he has really found him a home here in the early going in Green Bay, and those two have been awesome. And right now in this situation, this is a pass rusher's dream, knowing that the Cowboys have to throw the football. They can just tee off. And
Ethan says last year or two, Aaron Rodgers stepped into a bar, got injured by a bar in Minnesota. Yeah?
And a player down for Green Bay again. And that's Za'Darius Smith.
Uh-oh. Za'Darius Smith down the second time.
He gutted it out to play last week against Philadelphia. And we've seen him have to limp off once already in this game, and now he's flat on his back here with 2:45 left in the third.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit like what he was doing the last time when they came out to tend to him when he went down, and it doesn't look like anyone's too alarmed. Giving himself a little bit of a breather, and then also, like you said, just battling through an injury.
You could see they grabbed his right knee. The injury was to his left knee that he got at the end of the game against Denver. And they continue to look at him. In this game, running back Aaron Jones has had 4 rushing touchdowns prior to that last one with his 3. Made our guys and gals dig into the record book, and Randall Cobb was the last Packer, ironically, to have 3.
Well, I appreciate that, Ethan Dennis.
Now Aaron Jones has gone one better.
He says, I'll sub to you. Appreciate that.
He's had a lot of room to run and taking advantage of it. In the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys come in at 3-1. They are in trouble here. Philadelphia won today easily, as they just took apart the Jets.
Joseph Marshall says they're going to be calling bounty on the Cowgirl soon. Yeah.
Redskins are 0-5 as they got knocked around by the New England Patriots, and this NFC East is going to be a fun battle, you would think, down the stretch by the teams that are in the top 2 spots, Dallas and Philly.
Yeah, that matchup between those two is coming up here in a couple weeks.
2 weeks. Here's one for Cooper. A nice tackle made by Chandon Sullivan, who has a pick in this game. That happened at the 40 a moment ago. Gain of 6. This is a roster for the Packers that is loaded with defensive backs. With the injuries they've sustained, they've needed some bodies. Prescott his, he throws, and the pass is caught.
Oh my gosh.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Oh man. How do you make that? This is on Fox.
Good adjustment by Gallup.
Now Prescott, he takes a hit right at the end of this, and it didn't appear initially that he was going to have enough on the ball. Double move on the outside. Tramon Williams just is not able to find the ball once he gets turned around, and Gallup coming up with another big play.
Kingsley Keke, who the Packers drafted out of A&M in the 5th round to be a pass rusher, got there. He hit Prescott, who let it fly. And
Oh, you don't have this? Oh man.
with Gallup for a 40-yard touchdown. And nearly 100,000 people packed into this stadium wondering what's
31-10.
over the last 17.
2 minutes in left in the third. Kyler Murray gets his first win. Raiders upset the Bears in London.
That's a big win for that program and for John Gruden to come out of that at 3-2.
Ethan, I can't due to copyright. That's why even on commercials and things like that, I gotta mute it. But if you have, what is that? Amazon Prime. I think you can get. It's called VIPleagues.com. I think you could check out the game there. If not, Fire Stick.
It wasn't enough, but they got a little bit of a rhythm going, and even though they suffered a home loss, they felt like coming in.
Yeah, Abdul, I see that. 405 subscribers, man. It's a blessing.
And it's been a strong performance here in Texas. We saw as Darius Smith exit the field. Flag on the play. Rodgers throws it in the direction of Allison.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a hold in 1st and 20. Right now, the Cowboys just hoping to get the ball back to their offense.
Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
The Cowboys defensively hoping to make a stop here and get the ball back to their offense.
That's a huge penalty.
This third quarter ends. I mean, if they can get possession of the ball down.
Chris, I know, man. It's crazy.
They've got a chance.
And that's without Devontae Adams.
That's no day at the beach. But
that right there's the scary part.
And get this thing into the fourth quarter and make the Cowboys go the long distance once they get the ball.
Fourth holding call against the Packers offensive line, the second on the rookie Jenkins. Delayed handoff. Carson right side. Not much. Covington up to make the stop. Second and 17.
Ethan says, I think I have a YouTube channel. What do you mean, brother?
You don't want to lose any kind of rhythm and momentum, and that's what a lot of offensive football is about. And so you hold them in the huddle as he is doing here and just try not to make them.
Yeah, I feel you, Chris. He says now we got to hear the Cheeseheads Nation for the next week. That's all right. Next Monday we will quiet that crowd.
Rodgers throws, and the pass is caught by Carson.
Because you already know the Detroit Lions are going to be scouting this game.
And for the moment, the clock is stopped for with 1:06, and now it winds down toward a.
You have stuff like I do? Oh, that's what's up. Oh, wait, you got a channel as well? I'm going to subscribe to you as well, man.
When you look at, we're talking about the Packers and how they're able to create takeaways. That's just something that this Cowboys defense, they struggle with. They've been struggling with creating takeaways for a number of years now.
Oh, man, I hope Dallas comes back.
Cowboys bring a blitz. Rodgers throws it downfield, incomplete. And with 27 seconds left, Rodgers shaking his head. It'll be fourth down here in the third quarter.
Well, they're able to get pressure back in his face, and just not a very good possession, starting with the hold on first down to put him in first and long. But the Cowboys now, they have a chance to, if they're able to get a return with Tavon Austin, they have a chance
Your channel
to get
scanning?
the ball with awfully good field position.
Cowboys lost a timeout in this quarter because of that challenge. Line drive punt by Scott. And we'll see where they mark it. The answer is right at the 30. Thursday night.
Yeah, Giants versus Patriots, Thursday night football. I am going to say 56-0. New England Patriots will destroy the Giants.
Because ever faced Bill Belichick, whether as a head coach or coordinator, that's beat him.
Oh, you live in Minnesota? Oh my goodness!
Out of bounds was Amari Cooper.
Wow, he caught that?
Alexander yet again, they were stride for stride.
Amari, he thinks he caught it.
Well, he dragged the right foot. The question is, was the left foot in?
He's got possession there.
Yeah, he got it. Wow, what a catch.
Jason Garrett is going to get a penalty flag. He took Jason Garrett, and that official had been getting into it, and Garrett slammed the challenge flag down in front of that official, and then that official threw a flag on Garrett.
Yeah, I've known Jason Garrett a long time, and it's not how he conducts himself, and I know that that's what's so maddening right now is for him to draw that penalty.
And that's Scott Edwards again. They got into it when Garrett tried to challenge.
Dallas has challenged a ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. That play is under further review.
Just to finish, it was on the Anthony Brown call where those two kind of got into it on the sideline.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if something was said, because just throwing the flag down like that, to me, that does not warrant a penalty.
Mike, what do you think?
Troy, that's what I say. I think there might be something that was said there along with what might have been said earlier when he didn't get the pass interference call. Brings up an interesting situation here because you've got the dead ball foul, of course, on Jason. So they should look at this, make this a catch. All right, and then they have the Jason Garrett unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which will back it up 15 yards, and it'll be should be first and 25 because it was an act against an official. So it might be that situation now where really Dallas could end up with a first and 25.
Well, you remember that?
The Dallas Cowboys have the ball.
Jason was talking about throwing the challenge flag, and again it was with Scott Edwards, who wears number 3. This was earlier, and watch at the end. He said he's not playing the ball, throw the flag, which Garrett did. They did not get the call or the reversal. That cost him a timeout, and this one had some heat on it.
I said it earlier in the game towards the end of the first half. There's a lot of pressure mounting for this Cowboys team. There certainly is on Jason Garrett. The expectations coming into the season, no contract, he's in his last year. A lot of people believe he's got to get to the NFC Championship game for him to get a new contract, and obviously this game has not gone the way that they would have liked, and I've just never quite seen that. I've got it, like we said, something just had to have been said that warranted the flag. Otherwise, from what we have seen.
Yeah, there's a couple female refs, Abdul.
Mike? And my crack producer here, Roger Ruth, just reminds me that that's the same for a coach as a player. So he just got his first unsportsmanlike conduct for an act against an official. If he gets a second one, he's ejected from the game.
Receiver established control of the football, got 2 feet down inbound. And there's a completed catch for first down at the 43-yard line of Green Bay. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct by the Dallas bench. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed from the dead ball spot. It will be first down and 25 yards to go from the Dallas 42. Please set the game clock to 14 seconds, please. 14. The clock will start on my ready for play signal.
Well, there'll be a lot said about that after this game, no doubt about it. 14 seconds left in a 21-point game, and Jason Garrett flagged for the unsportsmanlike conduct for what he did with a challenge flag.
Oh, you only have channel 7, Ethan?
So the play gained 27 yards of field position. They lost 15 yards, so they're out of challenges, the Cowboys are. And it nets them just 12 yards of field position, as now the ball is back at their own 42.
Yeah, nets 12 yards, and the biggest thing in this is that it's first and 25. And can they overcome that?
And again, out of challenges.
Oh! What?
First down, Dallas.
Wow. Zeke, do it again.
Well, you see, Ezekiel Elliott, he just has got a free release. They bring the pressure, and Dak Prescott just has to try to lay it up as best he can. That's an outstanding job by Ezekiel Elliott, being able to, in traffic, secure the catch.
And get the first down, and now players down on the sideline for Green Bay. It was Preston Smith that had pressure on Prescott.
Ethan, I will say this. Try to get a Fire Stick. You could then kind of be able to watch all the games. Chris, absolutely. He says this Cowboys team is like the one from the 88-89 season. They got a running back, but nothing else. I heard Tyreek Hill is healthy enough to break his son's other arm, so he should be back soon. Oh, man. How Hill has a job, I'll never know, says Josh. Yeah, I have no idea how he has a job. Keep her away from Tyreek Hill, says Abdul Terrell. Yeah, it's been all Green Bay so far today. Joseph says, Tyreek coming for you now.
Who was down on the sideline at the end of the third quarter.
Cowboys going to make this comeback. I can feel it. I hope so. You got 15 minutes to get it done.
He was rushing the passer. Ezekiel Elliott was staying in to block, but once he free released, then Gary, he had to try to cover him and stretched out a hamstring.
Zadarius Smith back in the ballgame for Green Bay. Here is a fake toss by Austin trying to pick.
Oh, got a first down. Nice job.
Let's go back to that big completion to Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, here's Rashawn Gary here. You see he's assigned coverage with Zeke, but he thought that he was going to block. And when he then released, he had to try to run with him, and then that wasn't going to happen.
Prescott. Witten, his first
Jason Witten with the first down.
To the 5. There's a little something brewing here in Arlington, Texas. A completion of 13.
Yeah, Josh Jackson in coverage and
First and goal.
Really soft. You see the out route then by Witten and the separation he's able to create. And yeah, the momentum certainly. The Cowboys are starting to feel it.
Career catch number 1,167 for Witten.
Oh my God! What?
Goes to the ground. Flags are thrown on the play as Zadarius Smith comes up with the fumble recovery, and there was movement along the line.
Play might have been ruled dead before the snap.
Well, that would be interesting, no doubt. Here's a call.
Before the ball was snapped, it was a false start by the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's Dallas's ball. Repeat first down.
Because they shut the play down, there is no fumble. And that is the break of all breaks here as they try to get back in the ball game.
You couldn't really tell. Well, couldn't really tell where the ball, but I didn't see it in the one shot with the snap as to who might have been moving.
We'll have Mike Pereira dissect that in a moment. Meanwhile, it's first and goal back at the 10. They fake the handoff, floated over the middle, and picked off.
Oh my God.
By Will Redmond.
Yep.
Down on the play back at the 10. And there's one at the 15 as well. Right now it's Redmond with his second of the game, or rather third for the team. His first of the game. Alexander, Sullivan, and now Redmond. And Sullivan was right in the middle of it yet again, as that was floated up for Randall Cobb.
Yeah, with pressure and Prescott throwing off his back foot, with trying to see what these penalties are. These officials have congregated and trying to sort through it all themselves.
I see 2 flags down, which doesn't necessarily mean there are 2 fouls.
Well, Aaron Rodgers was out there. Now he's walking back to the sideline.
And it's not just the officials getting together. You got Packer players standing around. Demarcus Lawrence there for Dallas. Here's a call.
There were 2 fouls during the play, both by the defense. Both fouls will be enforced. Illegal hands to the face. Number 55. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 97. Both fouls will be enforced. It'll be Dallas's ball. First down.
Wow.
Plays
That's crazy.
over, but they get it back because of penalty, and there's the call against Zadarius Smith.
They've gotten Zadarius Smith a couple times now with hands to the face.
He got his hand up under the mask of Brandon Knight. Then the unsportsmanlike conduct call, and that's going to move the ball and set up first and goal inside the 5 as they mark it at the 2.5. Let's see if Ezekiel Elliott gets into the mix here, carrying the ball. They give it to him, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Okay, there we go. 31-16.
That's just a good, strong run by Ezekiel Elliott. Contact right in the backfield by Dean Lowry, and he just carries him right across the goal line. There's amazing power that this guy has.
Rushing touchdown number 4, and his big catch followed the penalty on the Cowboys bench, and in particular Jason Garrett, to set him up.
Now this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
The Cowboys have cut a 28-point deficit in half in the last 3.
$31-17. Chris says, LOL, America's self-proclaimed team needs the refs' help. This is just sorry. Absolutely. Hey, but America's self-proclaimed team needs to win this game. They want almost $2,000 for that folding phone. I'll pass. You complaining? Cowgirls win helps the Lions. LOL. I'm not complaining. I'm just hey. I'm just thinking that it's kind of funny though. Hey, wait. That's going to be a good game. Oklahoma versus Texas.
The Cowboys are at least back in the ball game. We're going to look in a moment at that false start that shut the play down when the center snapped the ball off Randall Cobb in the backfield. It was the first of back-to-back plays where giveaways were erased because of penalties on the Green Bay defense. Packers will have it here at the 25. Watch the entire line, really the left side. Troy moves in with Frederick snapping it. The timing was all off. I think Frederick might have been a little late in snapping the ball, and that's why they shut it down.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You know, everyone else was in unison coming off the ball. Just Frederick not snapping it on time.
13:52. .point game. Jones carries, and he's out across the 30. Malik Collins with a stop after a gain of 6.
Well, ideally, that's what they'd like to do. Lucas.
Yeah, Chris, they are overrated.
He does a nice job.
Joseph Marshall says the last time I saw a folding phone was when a kid got in trouble for using his iPhone in class, and the teacher turned it into a folding phone. Ooh, I'd be mad. Yeah, I will definitely say I most definitely need a desk and a chair.
The Packers still able to get a nice gain. That time they do make a stop to bring up a really big third down right now and see whether or not the Packers are able to do anything with it. I do, when you look at this and how the Packers are going to maintain possession if they pick it up here, I think it's going to have to be with Aaron Rodgers.
Packers 3 for 8 on third down. 3rd and 5. Rodgers to his right. Flag is thrown. Pass incomplete.
They're going to get Jeff Heath. He was working against Jimmy Graham.
Before the pass was thrown, holding. Defense number 38. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
This was right in front of us, and the left arm does kind of hook him, but it looked like Jimmy, I saw it in real time, and it looked like Jimmy Graham was kind of stumbling coming out of that break a little bit. Jeff Heath thought so too.
So the stumble into Heath. Heath gets called for a hold, and that'll move the ball to the 35, and not something you can review. And as I mentioned earlier, the Cowboys are out of challenges anyway.
Rogers didn't get a flag. I'm going to go buy me a lottery ticket. It says Joseph Marshall.
Blitz from Heath. Packers pick it up. Pass is incomplete for Allison. And that time Anthony Brown had his back to Aaron Rodgers, who's looking for a flag, and the Packers don't get it.
Well, this was the right idea. You know, you got a big guy in Allison, and it's just one that Rodgers was not able to get up. I think, you know, Allison, when he goes to the ground, everybody's looking for a flag anymore, and Rodgers certainly was. I think it's a throw that Rodgers would have liked to have gotten a little higher, because you got this single safety and man across the board. You got some opportunities for some plays.
2nd and 10. And the clock at 5.
And the problem is when those are incomplete, then you stop the clock.
Blitz. And the Cowboys finally get
There we go.
Dorrance Armstrong.
Get him down. Sack on Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Dorrance Armstrong's in here. He's going to go over the right guard, Billy Turner. So there's the pressure inside. And as good as Rodgers is as escaping this, just unable to.
First of the year for Armstrong.
That's a great job with coming up with a big play here to force a 3rd and 22. And you know, you're still playing with the clock if you're the Packers, with the play clock winding down.
And now a flag for delay of game. That was pretty tight.
Delay of game by the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
That moves the ball back inside the 20. Inside.
Wow, 3rd and 27. That's insane.
Well, they were going to throw it there on 3rd and 22. I don't know if it's some kind of screen play or I think they do like they did earlier in this game when you're just trying to get what yardage you can and help try to flip field position.
Kind of an awkward start to that play. Jalen Smith can't run down Aaron Jones, but Van Der Esch can. And that'll bring up 4th down. It was awfully close to a false start at the beginning of that play. 4th and 21. Here comes the punt team for the Packers.
Well, that's 2 good defensive stops now for the Cowboys, and you know, 10 minutes and whatever, getting the ball back to their offense. There's still lots of time.
Good punt, high hanger, and a fair catch, inches inside the 35. Talking to his first-year head coach, Matt LaFleur, about something somebody was or wasn't doing out on the field. Or maybe not getting a call. Yeah, what looked like possible pass interference on Anthony Brown earlier.
Well, we definitely know Aaron Rodgers is almost like an offensive coordinator himself, so he's got a lot of opinions.
On 1st down, 4-man rush. Prescott protected, fires a pick. King.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Another takeaway by this Packer defense. And Zadarius Smith and Dak Prescott go face to face.
Just not on the same page for whatever reason, because Prescott had time in the pocket You can see he's going to be throwing it to his right. It's a curl route, a deep curl, and he's thinking it's going to be thrown one place, and you got Kevin King who's there, and it's thrown in behind him.
Why would you?
Gallup has missed some time, but these guys have worked together enough that those are costly mistakes, as Jerry Jones knows all too well.
Second career 3-interception game for Prescott.
Yeah, Joseph Marshall, you got permission to crack jokes.
Ball games of the year.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those hard deals.
You already know. I like when you crack jokes. Hey, real talk, Chris, I would too. He says I'd throw the backup quarterback in.
A ton of contact at the top of this, and boy, the timing of that is what.
And they want this man to get a $35 million contract. Yeah, right. I don't pay 2 cents for Dak Prescott.
To find out exactly where he was coming out of, and thought he was going to come back down the stem, and when you're throwing the ball,
1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
on the same page, those type things can happen.
There was a lot of contact between Kevin King, who's held up with his injured groin, and Michael Gallup. And after the interception, Packers have it first down at the Dallas 29.
Chris says, LOL, he might be getting 3.5 maybe. Hey, he's lucky if he gets 3.5 thousand.
He did that on the previous possession too. It's smart. He got 5. Yeah, and he gets a nice gain to go with it. You know, I mean, they are clearly within Mason Crosby's field goal range when they first the ball comes out.
Cowgirls down 31-3. It should be illegal to watch a reverse cowgirl on live TV. Joseph Marshall. Oh man.
I would think that they would run it again or another high percentage type play to keep the clock going. Right now,
hey, that was hilarious.
are huge right now in this ball game, and the clock obviously is the other part of it. Now go empty.
On 3rd down and 7, pass is caught but short of a first down as Jimmy Graham. Strong tackle by Jeff Heath.
Chris says that wasn't a joke, that was the truth. Oh man.
is not happy here with the 3 possessions they've had and not being able to do anything with them, but that was good quarterbacking. It's smart and just understanding how important these 3 points right here are.
38-yard try by Mason Crosby. He has some good memories in this stadium. And he adds to them. As he makes it a
34-17. That is crazy.
applause from Aaron Rodgers. Packers in control at the moment.
They are down 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Oh, hey, absolutely. What do you call it? Chris, he says, I mean, holy cow, can you gift wrap a better game? Yeah. Uh, Joseph Marshall says, there is my joke of the night. Hey, that joke was, that was a top joke of the whole time that we've been doing this. Oh, man, Chris, you already know that they're going to be talking Super Bowl for the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, Chris, I want to puke as well. Green Bay is just an average team. Yep. I 1,000% agree with that. Oof. 9:30? Yeah, I agree, Abdul. Can't agree, can't count on the Cowgirls for nothing. Hashtag bums. That's alright. At least we know that we can beat the Cowgirls when they come to Detroit. Oh, that should be a foul. Where's the body slam? There you go. Alright, this one is for Abdul Terrell. This is a joke of the year by Joseph Marshall. He says, "Cowgirls down 31 to 3. It should be illegal to watch a reverse cowgirl on live TV." Oh, there we go. There we go. Woo! What's going on, 2K Plays? I will. I hope so, Chris. Oh, I appreciate that, 2K Plays. Yeah, I'm at 405. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Yeah, road to 500 is upon us. They have got to stop him. I don't know why they're not stopping him. You can't let Aaron Jones go buck wild crazy on you. Like, you would think after the first 3 touchdowns, oh, hey, let's go guard this guy.
Scrimmage yards, sensational. Exactly what the Packers needed. Moved the ball, kept the clock running, 5:30 left. Jones again, able to break loose for a moment, now going backward. Still going. And the play made by Wouzier.
Nice job of Wouzier.
Valdez-Scantling is looking at the referee, asking for a flag for a helmet-to-helmet hit. But no flag.
Well, Wouzier saw him traversing, and you're right. He came flying in there. And usually not.
No, that was a shoulder.
Guys in the history of this league.
He came close though, helmet to helmet. It was a shoulder.
That could turn something like that into a positive.
Mike Pereira says no helmet-to-helmet contact. Good, no call. 2nd down and 20 now. Timeout, Green Bay. Each side has 2 left.
Come on, you lazy cowgirl, says 2K Plays. Absolutely.
So big 2nd down and 20 upcoming. And we will welcome you inside the broadcast booth. This has kind of been crazy here down the stretch, and the Dallas Cowboys have made it a ball game, but when the Packers have needed an answer like they do right now, they've been able to take time off the clock, a couple of first downs. We'll see if they're able to grind the rest of this one out.
Well, they were off to a good start, but that loss by Aaron Jones, that's significant. Now it's 2nd and 20, and the odds of overcoming that aren't good, so you start weighing the risk of running the ball and, or throwing it and having the clock stop, or just running it, trying to milk time off the clock, seeing if the Cowboys are going to use their timeouts and play that game. But if it was more manageable, I would have said you turn Aaron Rodgers loose and let him do what he does.
Trey Carson checks into the game. He gets it on the pass from Rodgers. Van Der Esch and Awuzie combine on the stop, so third down and long coming. After a gain of 5 with over 4 to go, 2 Cowboy timeouts. Packers lead by 10.
They broke the huddle pretty quick.
Now whistles and flags before the snap.
Rodgers, he saw the substitution by the Cowboys, and I don't know if he's trying to get them. The official hasn't even gotten out of the way yet. That was, I don't know what that was.
Well, DeMarcus Lawrence came through because he saw the ball
play. The ball was snapped before I released the umpire to get back into position. There is no play. It is third down.
Mike Pereira, that's the right decision, isn't it?
It is. You've got to let the officials get into position, and umpire Terry Killens was still at the ball waiting to be released when they snapped it. So you do the only thing that you can do is basically disregard the snap and reset up.
Game clock running. Play clock at 21. No flag for a false start. Looked like Bulaga came out of there early. Smith is there for Dallas.
There we go.
And that'll bring up fourth down. And timeout is taken by Jason Garrett and the Cowboys.
I'm a little surprised, I'm real surprised, not a little bit, that Aaron Rodgers, he's snapping the ball with 14 seconds on the play clock. Right now the clock is what you're dealing with, and I was stunned when the ball was snapped. When he broke the huddle earlier, I thought, well, it must be because they were trying to catch 12 men on the field. But here's a look at it on when it snapped. 12 seconds was on the play clock at the time when, in a game like this where every second is going to be crucial at the end.
Cowboys are down to one timeout. They just took one. They lost one on a challenge that didn't work. It's 4th and 26. Certainly not a clean start to that last play either, with Bulaga moving off the line maybe just a moment too soon.
I won't be doing tomorrow 2K plays. But stay tuned. I got something for the Pistons. I'll be doing Monday Night Football.
Tavon Austin out across the 15, but this is a big call coming. It was Anthony Brown who came through, and with Torbert coming to the sideline, Mike, it leads you to believe that this is not the 15-yard penalty, Mike?
It is not. It is the 5-yard penalty, so now it just comes to the choice of whether or not that they want to accept the penalty.
Running into the kicker by the defense. That penalty has been declined. It's Dallas's ball. First down.
So it's running into and not roughing, and it certainly didn't come close to roughing. Penalty is declined, and so the Cowboys take over with 3:33 left.
Well, and I'm as interested as anyone to see what Mike Pettin and this Green Bay defense elects to do. They've given up big plays on the last few possessions, none bigger than the last one to Amari Cooper. And are they going to give help on the outside to these corners and just not give up the big play and keep everything up in front of them? Which now they are. You can see they've got the safeties at 50.
Actually, you know what? 2K plays, that actually brings up a good idea. Should I do Monday Night Football or should I do the Pistons game tomorrow? Leave it in the comment section.
But a first down catch for Gallup. They'll give him progress to the 30.
Joseph Marshall says football.
Prescott guns it. Pass is caught. That's Witten. He's a yard short. 9-yard completion.
Zadarius Smith down again. Dang.
Here's Witten out of bounds with a first down. Josh Jackson. They're giving him the underneath, and the Cowboys are willing to take it.
Yeah, they're coming with the 4-man rush. The Cowboys are going to take it. It looks like Zadarius Smith is down for the 3rd time today. But yeah,
they should actually get his butt out. Like, I know exactly what the Packers are doing. They're doing this so, what do you call it? Like, after the first 2 times, like, okay, cool, whatever. But now they're just trying to, what do you call it? They should be, charged a timeout for this stuff.
Prescott has thrown for 453 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Right now, 2 yards shy of his.
Yeah, they should be charged a timeout for doing that.
But he's thinking more about being down by 10 and throwing 3 picks. I would imagine the upcoming schedule: the Jets, then at home against the Eagles, then a bye, then at the Giants for Dallas.
See, they're lucky I wasn't at Dallas right now because I'd be like, you are faking.
He was iffy during the week with a shoulder injury. Back in there now for Green Bay.
Yeah, and Kyler Fackrell, he can rush the passer. He led the team with 10.5 sacks a year ago, so there's not a whole lot of drop-off with him.
Prescott gonna run. Flag is down. Prescott lowers his shoulder out of bounds near the 40, but a flag is
there we go.
At the Dallas 40-yard line. Pressure by Kyler Fackrell.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 52. That penalty is added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Roughing the passer is an interesting call against Rashawn Gary. Let's take a look and see what they saw.
Yeah, I don't know what that call's all about. I don't see anything.
And it's 15 free yards to the 25. Let's see. The hand gets up against the head.
Mike? Well, you could have it against the quarterback, but it has to be forcible contact to the head, and I just really don't see that. That's more of a glancing blow, but really not roughing the passer, unnecessary roughness, but I don't think it was.
Prescott, ball's dropped. 2:29 left, and let's not forget, Brandon Knight, the rookie, undrafted out of Indiana, has been out at right tackle with La'el Collins out. They're already without Tyron Smith as Cam Fleming plays left tackle. Here's the call again. That hit up against the helmet was 15 free yards. 2nd and 10. Four-man rush. Prescott steps up. Fires to Cobb, who stretches for a first down. Clock runs.
That's smart on him as he runs the ball. You see he runs it to the hash and puts it down to try to preserve time.
Prescott to his right. Out of the back of the end zone, and we are at the 2-minute warning. It's a 10-point game, 2 minutes left, 2nd down and 10 from the 15.
Well, Jair Alexander, looks like he's going to get a little help, but not much. He's out there by himself.
Prescott goes there and overthrows Amari Cooper.
Well, they take one more shot. If they don't make it, they kick the field goal, and then it becomes an onside kick, and can they get it? It's tougher to do these days. No one's gotten it yet this year in 2019.
Well, Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith out there for the Packers. 3rd down and 10. Prescott steps through trouble. Gets to the 10, and that's it. Blake Martinez makes the stop. And there was heavy quarterback pressure by Preston Smith, and Dallas spends their final timeout with 1:42 left as they bring their field goal unit on to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a hesitation there on the timeout. Initially, it did not look like the Cowboys were going to take it, that they were going to run the field goal team out and try to preserve it. But time right now is obviously critical, and then of course this, and along with an onside kick.
Chris Jones will place it down. And Maher with the short try upcoming. 28-yard try. And any hope the Cowboys have of making a big comeback now has to start with Maher hitting from 28. They may have to do it again. False start. It'll be a 33-yard try.
Before the ball was snapped, false start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Suafilo. We have witnessed the most yards ever in a Packers-Cowboys game. All that history and all those matchups, 902 total yards. Maher. He missed it. And the Green Bay Packers are 1:41 away from a road win in Texas and a 4-1 start to the season.
Let's take a look at that penalty, the false start that backed him up 5 yards and made him re-kick it. There's the movement.
And then it became extra point distance, 33 yards. And it's just pushed wide to the right.
Yeah, this would be a good time to fire Dallas's coach, Chris.
Yes, Aaron Rodgers now will take a knee, and this game is over.
And a big one for the Green Bay Packers. They came here on the road, coming off a home.
Well, already, so the Green Bay Packers won 34-24 on the road. Their next opponent is my Detroit Lions on Monday night in Lambeau Field, where the Detroit Lions will murder the Green Bay Packers. I am going to end this stream and set up for Sunday Night Football.
And they will leave Texas with a record of 4-1.
So stay tuned and be looking out for either the notification or just be on the channel. And I'll definitely have Monday night or Sunday Night Football on here shortly.
Struggles by the Cowboys, the turnovers, and dug themselves quite a hole, played much better.